Uneecops built a live enterprise for Lahori Zeera by strengthening their digital core, drive growth and optimize operations. Lahori Zeera, a tangy and zingy Indian beverage brand with state-of-the-art fully automated manufacturing unit that spans over 150,000 square feet and producing more than 2.5 million bottles of beverages every day. Today I am going to talk to Mr. Saurabh Munjal, co-founder Lahori Zeera, and Mr. Shivendra Sharma, CFO at Lahori Zeera. We are going to discuss the importance of building a strategy around a robust digital core as you build a business that lasts a lifetime and beyond. Today I am super excited and excited beyond imagination because we are sitting in the office of Lahori Zeera, and with me I have Mr. Saurabh Munjal, co-founder Lahori Zeera. Thank you for joining me today, Saurabh. Saurabh, please tell us more about Lahori Zeera as a brand and its journey since you started in 2017.
So we are a beverage company based out of Punjab. We started back in 2017 and we started really small with a capacity of 96,000 bottles a day. We've come to 25 lakh bottles a day as of today, which is a huge churn with if considered that it's a span of 5 years that has taken. We are basically manufacturing authentic Indian flavors which are inspired from the Indian kitchen. What we want to do is bring the flavors of the streets of India in a bottle which is hygienic, and we just want to bring this new category and make Desi the new cool. At this point in time, we are catering to 16 states and it's an ongoing continuous distribution network that we're building. We're doing that via 2 manufacturing facilities. One of them is in Punjab, which is the flagship facility where we started from. And recently we just set up a facility in Gujarat, and that facility we are utilizing to cover our western region where we've just recently launched. In terms of our strength, in terms of our Lahori tribe, the number of people that we have currently on our rolls is about 600 odd people, and it's obviously we're building the tribe bigger, and these guys are the ones who are running the show out there. We've got a top line of about 250 odd crores. That's FY22 gross revenue, and I guess the idea is to take this to a level wherein we can be a pan-India brand within, say, another couple of years, and we want to be the biggest non-cola beverage player in the market in India.
The word Lahori is intriguing. What is the backstory for this?
So Lahori was actually, if you ask this to any founder, they will give you an entire explanation of how the genesis happened. But for us, it was very simple process because we wanted to name our brand which is traditional in nature, because all our products are traditional in nature, and that's the reason why we named it Lahori. And we didn't think too deep about it because we never thought we'll go this far, or it'll get the kind of traction that we're getting. And also one more fact is that Lahori Namak is also called rock salt, and one common ingredient in all our flavors is Lahori Namak, which is rock salt, and that's the reason why we kept it Lahori.
Beverages is a tricky space, if we can call it, very difficult to break into and make it big. So how is your experience and how you are creating a differentiator for Lahori Zeera?
So what makes Lahori stand out, the moat basically is one, I'd say, is the product market fit. What we sort of realized is when we sort of did the survey is that there was a gap between in the beverage space itself. It's a very unorganized sector, and in order to come up, we wanted to come up with a category of beverages or drinks which were not available, which were not there. The Indian palate as such is designed to accept Indian flavors, and nobody was catering to that, and that's the reason why we wanted to come up with a line of product which sort of catered to that. And that is where I feel our moat is. We've come up with the right product market fit wherein people appreciate the flavors, the pack size and the pricing. All 3 of them came together, and that is what makes us stand out. And also another thing I would probably say is that the personality of the brand. Up until now, nobody's really thought about the personality of the brand, because the brand on its own is also a being. It's not obviously a living being, but it is a being, and it has a personality. It should have a voice of its own, and that's where the mindset is. That's what our moat is going to be in the future. That is where we'll stand out amongst the crowd, because it's a very crowded space, and that is what will make us stand out. It'll have a personality, it'll have a voice. Lahori is not just a beverage, it's a vibe, it's a brand, it's energy, and all our stakeholders sort of feel that, and if not right now, maybe in the future, because all of us, our team, all the internal stakeholders are aligned towards understanding what that personality is, what that voice is, what that language is, and we're just building towards that. And going forward, what we really hope is that all our external stakeholders can feel that vibe, that energy as well.
As a young and upcoming brand, how is technology helping you create a differentiator for you and empower your teams as they capture more market share?
So technology is, I feel, very, very important in this day and age, especially given the fact that the unit economics is very, very tight. It's a crowded space. We're selling it to the masses. It's not a premium product. The margins are tight. Therefore, technology is very, very important for us. Earlier, when we started, at that point in time, probably the priority wasn't there. It was low on the priority list. But now that we are scaling, and we're scaling at a very, very rapid pace, so I feel technology plays a very, very critical role, because it brings in efficiencies which are absolutely required in this day and age because of the margin pressure. And also at a certain scale, beyond a certain scale, you cannot be man dependent. You have to become system dependent, and systems are coming into place only because of technology. And therefore, that's the reason why we feel technology is something that we're keeping at the forefront of building our entire organization. And hence, we put our mouth where the word is. We've invested in SAP, we've invested in Bizome, we've invested in IoT, which are all building blocks towards building those systems wherein the organization will not be dependent on any one person, but the systems, and systems are derived from these technologies.
I know it is still early days, but what is your experience with SAP so far? Would you recommend Uneecops as an implementation partner in your fraternity?
So as I said, technology and SAP is going to play a big role in that tech that we're sort of building. SAP, so every organization beyond a certain level requires an ERP system in place, and SAP is a world recognized, accepted model ERP which has been accepted by the entire world, and therefore we sort of went with SAP because we sort of knew this is tried and tested, number one. And number two, after using it, now that we've sort of implemented it successfully, I will come to the implementing partner later on, but the fact that we've sort of implemented it has helped us already in a big way. I could probably quote an example of how payments that come in on an everyday basis needs to be tagged. So for example, one name, say a Mahalakshmi enterprise, there can be probably 10 distributors with the same name. So tagging each one of them had become quite a task. And this is like a prime example of how SAP has already helped us, sort that out. There's proper integration where the entire payment receipt system is automated and there is no more confusion. The entire effort has been taken away. So these are the sort of examples how SAP has really helped us, and hopefully it'll help us even further. And as far as the building, as far as the implementing partner is concerned, Uneecops has gone a long way in really helping us implement it. The reason why we chose Uneecops is we sort of reviewed, checked with our peers in the market who've used their services, and that's the reason why we chose them. And I can tell from experience how they've helped us is, so generally implementing is a challenge because there's change, and the implementation partner helps you a long way in helping you implement it. They need to have that patience, they need to have that understanding of how the company runs, how the people in the company runs, what the culture is all about. Once they have that understanding, they sort of maneuver themselves to help us implement it, and that's where Uneecops did a very, very good job. They were patient with us, and then they finally helped us really implement it in a proper way. It was challenging to build that architecture, that took time, and they were patient enough. After that, the execution was very hands-on. They were very hands-on, very patient, and very professional. So very happy with them as well.